Brown Mogotsi, one of the figures at the center of explosive allegations about the possible infiltration of the senior police management by crime syndicates, was excoriated as he appeared before Parliament's ad hoc committee. He was even forced to withdraw one of his most damaging claims so far, that Zulu King Misuzulu and KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi are CIA spies. Mogotsi tried the same tactics that ended with him begging for mercy at the Madlanga Commission when he appeared there last year. The pattern of behavior is hard to ignore, where direct questions are often met with winding responses that leave one confused. Members of Parliament were, however, not convinced by his story and pressed him hard to produce evidence for the allegations he made against certain individuals. Hello everyone, welcome back to Joe Talks Politics. I am your host, Joseph Mosia. Let's get right into this. Mogotsi faced the fire early on in his appearance as evidence leader. Advocate Maria Mogotsi poked holes through his testimony. Throughout his statement, Mogotsi never provides any concrete evidence of where he obtained his information. There is no single person whom he can call to corroborate any of his claims, no documents, nothing. And he made serious and damaging claims. Mogotsi's interrogation of Mogotsi's evidence exposed the same tendencies observed by the Madlanga Commission.
It seems that you are willing to expose classified information and talk about classified information, and I can understand it's in the interest of exposing corruption, as you would put it. But if you expose such information and if you want it to be considered credible, one would think that you would at least be in a position to indicate to those who you present the information to that you're coming as a credible source, and this is how you can verify that. Because the information that you want to talk about or expose and the operations that you speak freely of in your statement is not, the source is questionable. So it seems that there's this imbalance of I'm willing to tell you everything about what's happening in crime intelligence and classified information, but I can't confirm that I'm an agent, or you're not saying that at least there would be somebody that could corroborate what I'm saying and to come and indicate that I am a credible source and the information presented to you is in fact valid operations which I was a part of.
One of his biggest claims is that he is a contact agent for the police's crime intelligence division. He stated this at the Madlanga Commission and repeated it at the ad hoc committee. Members questioned this assertion, especially his claim that he investigated senior police officials, including crime intelligence boss Dumisani Khumalo and KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. EFF President Julius Malema's conclusion about Mogotsi was quite damning.
You are not an agent, you are a comrade. You sit with comrades, you listen to what comrades say, and then you follow them around. Even that Kenya, you might find you were following someone around who's going on some work, and pisimo, and then you bring it together, and then from there you go around extorting people. It's like, in a municipality, especially in small municipalities, someone hears that your company has been approved for a tender. Before they issue a letter, he comes to you and says, I've spoken to those people, they are going to give you a tender, I need something. So you come across as being such a person who sits with comrades, who listens to comrades, who's got access to very senior comrades, and then without listening to detail, you want to now project yourself as some authority over information.
The only evidence anyone has been able to produce so far is that Agent Mogotsi has an extensive history of being in conflict with the law. DAMP Glenys Breitenbach did not pull any punches in exchange with him.
fraud?
That's correct.
Yes. It includes convictions for assault with intent to cause grievous bodily harm.
GBH, yes.
Yes. Defeating the ends of justice, reckless driving. So you're an old skellum.
Or fighting.
Yeah, you like to beat people, huh?
No, it's not scary to beat people.
You don't think so?
No.
I see. You've also faced other charges for assault, theft, fraud. You haven't necessarily been convicted of everything, but you've been in trouble.
No, I was convicted for reckless driving and assault.
Assault GBH.
That's correct.
Yeah, don't forget the GBH.
Is what I'm talking, assault GBH.
Yeah, GBH is the important part of that. Intent to cause grievous bodily harm.
That's correct.
The same elements as murder, only he didn't die. You at great pains, Mr. Mogotsi, to convince us that you're a legitimate agent for crime intelligence, that you were first an informer, and then you got registered as an agent. But then you talk about things like that you investigated cases. You go to Kenya for an investigation, and you used information for investigations. What are you talking about?
Is to collect information and give it to the handler.
No. You refer to yourself doing investigations.
That's correct.
What are you talking about? Since when do informers and agents do investigations? You collect information, you give it to the police. They do the investigations. That's their job.
That's correct.
So why do you say you investigate? You investigate nothing at all.
Because to obtain information, you have to investigate the information.
If you are an informer, you ask people, you listen, you sit around bars and shebeens, and I asked Mr. Malema if I could use the word, and he said I shouldn't, so I'll try and restrain myself. But you know what I want to call you, yeah.
Yes.
You know
Informant,
yeah, you know what I want to call you.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not agent. Agent is not
Yeah.
MP.
So that's what I want to call you, that thing. And it is not. It is not a policeman, you're not an investigator, you're not a detective.
Yeah.
You just sit around and hang around street corners and read rubbish in the newspaper and look at stuff on social media, and then you package it together like it's real stuff, and you go and give it to your handler like it's proper information. That's not investigation. That's just collecting little bits and bobs here and there. Doesn't make you an investigator. An investigator is a serious job.
Yeah, you'll define it in your terms that you understand. Probably I'm wrong to call it that way.
You are.
But that's how
I want to agree with you that you're wrong
all the time.
So we've established that you're nothing but an informant. And now and then you get paid for the information that you bring, depending on how useful it is. Is that correct?
When I was an informant, yes.
Yes. And an agent, you get a salary.
No, you get money differently.
How?
Cash.
Yes, everyone gets cash. Informants also get cash. What do you think? Informant opens a bank account and the police pay money into it. I mean, how do...
And the police who are in the agent program, they also get cash.
Yes, of course they do.
Without personal numbers.
Yes, of course they do. It depends on how much your information was worth, whether it led to an arrest, etc., etc., etc.
That's correct.
Yeah, so it's not like
formal
this,
work.
this 007 kind of job that you've been watching too much TV with and flying off to Kenya to go and do investigations is nonsense. And no informer spends their own money on doing investigations for the South African police. In 30 years, I never heard of that. You're the first time.
Okay. But I said with the current circumstances, that's what happened.
Like Malema said, it appears Mogotsi is more information peddler than an intelligence agent. He seems to insert himself into other people's conflicts and then offer to provide solutions for one of the aggrieved sides. This seems to be the case in his allegations that Zulu King and General Mkhwanazi are spies. But through thorough interrogation, this claim seems to have been laid to rest once and for all. During questions by DAMP Damian Klopper, Mogotsi finally admitted that he had no evidence to support these allegations. Committee members then descended on him and eventually relented.
Throughout these paragraphs, you're alluding to General Mogotsi being a CIA agent. You refer then to the suspicion and the possibility. Are you therefore saying there's no confirmed proof of CIA recruitment in your affidavit? Because in your own words, you say you suspect, you think, you're possible. So is he or isn't he?
There isn't.
So there's no proof. Because you using this word signals to us that you actually are not even sure. Otherwise, you would say, yes, he is, and that's it.
That's correct.
What information did you receive in Kenya?
Okay, Glover, please pause for a second. Or Malema.
Yeah, what is correct? Are we now at one that General Mkhwanazi is not a CIA agent?
That's correct. He's saying to me, as I sitting now,
You must say it.
I did not provide any tangible evidence. And I kept on saying, I'll bring information that must be corroborated. Now, that's why I'm requesting that I should get this information and make sure that it gets corroborated.
No, but you just...
At the moment as we speak, is correct.
No, but you don't say it's correct. You must say it. You must say General Mkhwanazi is not a CIA agent.
He's not provide until I provide.
No, you can't.
Yes, he's not.
Sorry?
He's not a CIA agent.
Who's not?
General Mkhwanazi.
He's not what?
A CIA agent.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Please continue to hold Honorable Glover, Honorable Sangoni.
Chair, may be covered by Honorable Malem, but maybe to take it just one step further, Mr. Mogotsi, are you now withdrawing the allegations that you have made against both General Mkhwanazi and King Mrs. Zulu of being CIA agents?
No.
You've just said he is not. Can you withdraw the allegations that you have made?
Honorable members, if I have, you see, for me to say he's not, it's because they're saying at the moment there's no proof that I'm able to provide. Hence, I've said I'm requesting only time.
You said he who alleges must prove, in
Yes.
which case then they must not even make the allegation. So kindly withdraw the allegations. If you think you'll get proof, you can raise them again. But don't put things before us that you are not able to prove. It was your words, he who alleges must prove.
If men like Mogotsi are indeed part of our country's security establishment, what does it mean for our safety? At no stage, whether at the Madlanga Commission or the ad hoc committee, did Mogotsi appear to be a truthful and reliable witness. His claim to be a crime intelligence agent has still not been corroborated. How he came to be so close to Minister Mchunu and senior police generals is not clear. His claim that he was investigating Ket Matlala is difficult to believe. They seem to be more friends than an investigator and suspect. Has he lied under oath? The two bodies he had appeared before will have to determine that. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like, share, and comment. And please, 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 if you are not yet a subscriber, don't forget to do so. That was another episode of Joe Talks Politics. From me, Joseph Mosia. See you next time.